Welcome back, high level listeners, to week 2, day 2 of our English for Travel speaking course. Today's focus is vocabulary and key expressions. We're here to help take your travel English to the next level with real American English and British English. Hi, everybody. I'm Kat, the American voice here on High Level Listening.
And I'm Mark, the British voice, and today's class in our English for Travel course will be a great way for you to expand your English vocabulary skills.
We'll be releasing a new video each day, Monday to Friday on YouTube for free. But if you don't want to wait, you can get all 5 of this week's videos today by purchasing the full English for Travel course on our High Level Listening store. On top of that, you get MP3 downloads, worksheet pages, phrase lists, a pronunciation guide, picture dictionary, and homework ideas. You can click the link below in the description and get all of that right now.
Yes, so let's get started. In our previous class, you heard the entire spoken conversation about checking into a hotel. I was the guest and Kat was the receptionist. Now we'll explain each of the most useful vocabulary phrases and expressions in more details. Most of these phrases can be used in both American and British English, but if not, we'll make it clear in our explanations. Remember, you can also get a list of these phrases and definitions in the extra worksheets in our full course. The link is in the description.
Okay, so here's our first phrase, an online booking confirmation. So online booking is where I made the reservation on the internet, right? I booked online. An online booking confirmation. So the confirmation, after I'm finished paying, your hotel will send you a little code, and it's usually a set of numbers or a set of numbers and letters, and this is your confirmation. Yes, you paid. Yes, your room is reserved. Here's your confirmation. So Mark, when he first walks into the hotel, he says, I have an online booking confirmation under the name Mark Thompson. So here's my number. It's really easy for the receptionist to look up that number. Here's my online booking confirmation. Here's my confirmation code.
Yes, as Kat said, I have an online booking confirmation under the name Mark Thompson. Under the name is the person who made the reservation. When you check in to the accommodation and you talk to the receptionist or the front desk, you'll say, I have a reservation under the name Mark. Sometimes you can say your first name, and that's enough. Sometimes they'll need a full name, and that's fine. But under the name Will, under the name Kat, under the name Jamie, you should give your name, and that helps them find your room and make sure that you are you.
Sometimes when I'm traveling in a different country and I'm saying my last name, I might say under the name Smith, first name Kat. And that might help the person because I know when you're traveling, it can be a little confusing. Is it last name? Is it surname? Is it family name? So then I could say last name or under the name. Here's my last name. And my first name is this, just to make it really clear for sure. So, as the receptionist, I said, let me pull that up. Let me pull that up. Now, it sounds like I'm grabbing something and pulling it out of a bag like a magic trick, but what it means is when I'm going to pull up the reservation. So that means I'm going into the computer to look up your information. You gave me an online confirmation booking. That's super easy for me to use. You gave me your last name and your first name. I'm going to look up that information. I'm going to pull up your reservation, so I'm looking at it on the screen. So yeah, great. Okay, absolutely. Let me pull that up for you, sir. So let me pull up your reservation. Let me look at it on my computer screen. I'll pull that up for you.
Yes, Kat needs to pull up the information because she needs to confirm a few details. Confirm a few details. Confirm is quite a formal, professional word, and that's appropriate for this situation because Kat is at work. She needs to speak formally and professionally. So to confirm is to check the information that it's right, and I'm not pretending to be someone else and getting a free hotel. She's going to check and confirm a few details. So be ready to hear this from receptionists or workers in accommodation because it's the more polite term. Let me just confirm a few details.
Now, I need to verify, I need to confirm. So I would ask Mark, could you please provide a photo ID? Provide is give. So give me some sort of ID. Show me your ID. Now, provide a photo ID would be a very professional way. If someone just said, "Give me your photo ID," I would say, excuse me." So, but it really just means give. So, could you please provide a photo ID? So that could be your passport, that could be your driver's license, something that has your name and your photo on the same professional card, on the same government ID.
Then Kat asked me, "Is this your first time staying with us? Is this your first time staying with us?" So again, this is a polite, friendly question that you can expect to hear. First time staying with us is an interesting structure. First time doing. So, is this your first time visiting us? Is this your first time booking with us? There's one. Is this your first time staying with us? I imagine Kat is typing something on the computer and filling the time while it's loading or the system is working. So this is a polite, professional question. Is this your first time staying with us?
Yeah, just a little bit of small talk, right? So Mark says, I'm here for a business conference. Now, I'm here for a business conference. That means I came to New York because of a business conference. We can say this expression in a little bit differently. I'm here on business, I'm here on vacation, or I'm here for an event, right? I'm here for a business conference.
So, a business conference. I'm here for a business conference. This is often a large group of people who work for the same company or work for the same company in different branches, or maybe they all work in the same industry and they've all come together to meet each other, to network, to listen to somebody give a speech or give some advice, to talk to their competitors or something like that. It's a business conference. It's often a big event. Sometimes they take place in hotels because hotels offer conference rooms, these big spaces with hundreds of people and enough space for people to meet and greet. So it's a very common reason to visit a hotel. I'm here for a business conference.
We hope that you'll enjoy everything we have to offer for our business travelers. So, we hope that you'll enjoy everything we have to offer. So, I hope that you will enjoy everything we have to offer. Okay, so we use this a couple of times in this phrase, to offer. That means that we hope that you use all the services that we have. So again, a little bit more formal. We hope that you'll enjoy everything we have to offer, all of the services that we have. We might have conference rooms, we might have business centers, we might have free Wi Fi, we might have an area where you can work online. Everything we have to offer for our business travelers. Of course, when you're booking online, sometimes you can click a button that says, I'm traveling for business. I'm a business traveler, which means I need Wi Fi, I need a desk, I need some professional services that are available for me while I'm on business. So we hope that you'll enjoy everything we have to offer for our business travelers.
Next phrase is, "This is my first time." I made some small talk as the guest. I said, "This is my first time in New York." So this is the first time I have visited New York. This is my first time in New York. You can use in and then a place. This is my first time in LA. This is my first time in London. Or you can say, it's my first time doing something. This is my first time visiting New York. This is my first time visiting London. Both structures have the same meaning, and they're both as formal and as friendly as each other. In this dialogue, I said, "This is my first time in New York."
Another expression where we use the word offer or to give, the city has so much to offer. The city has so much to offer, which means that the city has lots of activities and things to do. Okay, there's so many things to do. The city has so much to offer. This feels like a nice formal phrase that's very neutral. Okay, it could be fun activities outside, it could be a great event space for your conference, right? The city has so much to offer.
The next phrase, Kat offers a welcome package. A welcome package. This is not a cardboard box like an Amazon package delivered to your door. It's maybe just a leaflet or a small piece of paper which has information about the hotel on it. It could have the Wi-Fi password. It could have the opening times of restaurants, bars, or breakfast. It could have a QR code where you can go to a website and see more information about changing your room or getting some dry cleaning done or when does the gym open. All the main information that every guest needs is in the welcome package. So Kat said, "We have a welcome package with suggestions for activities and dining options." So this welcome package even recommends stuff outside the hotel. So that's very helpful for me.
Yeah, I think of a welcome package kind of having at least a couple of things, and they call it a package. So it's like a free pen or something. So it's not always
Right.
the nicest of gifts, but yeah. So our next one is suggestions for activities and dining options. Dining options. This feels quite formal when we're choosing a place to eat. Okay, choosing a place to eat. Yes, so these are different places to eat. You have different dining options. This just feels so formal, but something that you will definitely hear when visiting a new city and going to a hotel. We have lots of dining options, lots of different places to eat.
Next phrase is your room key. Your room key. We say key, and you might imagine a metal key in a lock. You might receive a room key like that. Some hotels, though, give you something like a card, a thin plastic card. That's still your room key. So in English, it's the same word, your room key. Here's your room key. It can be a flat card. It could be an actual metal serrated key, but it's still your room key.
Your room is on the 10th floor with a lovely view of the city. So, the reason we included this is just because of the different prepositions that we use. Your room is on the 10th floor. On the 10th floor with a lovely view of the city. I know in different languages, this might not translate exactly the same. So when we say on the 10th floor with a lovely view of the city. So what can I see in this view? I can see the city. So on the 10th floor with a lovely view of the city.
Later, I asked Kat a question as the guest. What's the best way to get around the city? The key phrase is, what's the best way to? I want some help or some advice from someone who lives here. This is my first time in New York. So, how is the easiest way to do this? What's the best way to do this? Maybe I want to travel to another part of the city. What's the best way to travel to that part? What's the best way to get my clothes cleaned? What's the best way to get from here to there? What's the best way to get to the airport? So you can ask the receptionist, and they should have some local knowledge of the area, the most convenient and the easiest way to do things. What's the best way to get around the city?
So, to get around the city, we like to use this word around when we talk about movement. So, to get around the city, how do you travel within the city? So, I need to get around. I need to go from place to place. So, what's the best way to get around the city? What's the best way to travel inside the city? So, if we're getting around the city, this is probably going to include taxis, public transportation, even just walking from place to place. How do I get around? What's the best way to get around the city?
And Kat answered, it's there's a station just a block away from the hotel. This phrase is more American than British. We're in New York, and I believe in all American cities they use blocks. Blocks are usually the buildings between two streets. There's usually, a street going vertically and horizontally. Inside those streets is one block. So it's an easy way to count how far away something is. 1 block, you can walk that. 5 blocks, maybe take the bus or take a taxi. So luckily, it's very close. Just 1 block away is only 1 block from here. So that's quite close. In New York, especially, I think that's quite walkable. So there's a station just a block away from the hotel. Just meaning only, to emphasize that it's close. So just a block away. In England, you might say just a street away. Just a few minutes
I was going to ask.
away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, excellent. So that's just a block away. And then we have ride sharing services. Ride sharing services is the formal way to talk about the companies like Didi, Uber, Lyft. There's so many different companies, but this is when normal people are on an app and will drive you from place to place in lieu of a taxi. So instead of a taxi. Now, ride sharing services, you will definitely see this listed at the airport. They usually have a separate section, an area for taxis, an area for pickup, and ride sharing services or ride sharing apps. So this has become more common in a formal setting. Normally, I would just call it a taxi or an Uber. An Uber. Even if it's a different company, we tend to just call it an Uber. But this is the more formal term that includes all apps for ride sharing. So taxis and ride sharing services like Uber are also readily available.
Yes, Kat's very professional. She says readily available. Again, this is a professional and formal way of talking. I would only expect to hear this from someone at work. Kat's at work, so she said readily available means they are easy to find. They are everywhere. They are ready and they're waiting for you. They are readily available. Yeah, taxis and ride-sharing services like Uber are readily available.
What time is breakfast served and is it included with the room? I don't know if it's just an English thing or if this is just more often. We love a double sentence. We love questions where we say, "Hi, how are you? What have you been up to?" And you're thinking, how am I supposed to answer 2 questions at once? Well, normally we answer the second question first, okay? So we don't go in the order of the question. So if I say, "What time is breakfast and is it included?" I'm probably going to answer, is it included? Yes, it's included and it's served at this time. I don't know why we do this in English. I naturally do it all the time. I'm asking 2 questions in one. I guess I'm just excited. I have a lot of questions. But what time is breakfast served? And is it included with the room? So we have 2 things. What time is it served? What time is it served? And is it included with the room? I like this phrase. Is it included? We don't always like to use the word pay, charge, money. Is it included means, did I already pay for it with my room reservation? Is it included in the bill? That means, do I need to pay more money for this? But it's a very polite, very professional way to say that it's already paid for, or I already paid for it. Is it included with the room? Is it included with the room?
Yes, you might also hear complimentary. That's a polite word to say it's free. You don't have
It's
to pay
free.
for it. A complimentary towel, complimentary Wi-Fi. That's also a good word to listen out for. Yeah, I think Kat made a very good point. We don't like to use the word pay. Do I have to pay for this? Sounds like, I don't know, you really don't want to, or you don't have any money left. So yeah,
Mhm.
is it included is absolutely the phrase. Kat replies, breakfast is included. So yeah, breakfast is included. Breakfast is given to you. You have paid for this breakfast already. It's part of the price you paid before you arrived when you booked. So breakfast is included, Wi-Fi is included, gym access is included, pool is included. All the services that can be paid for, they are included. So Kat said, yes, breakfast is included.
I think I'll go ahead and add this to our notes because Mark made a good point. If it's complimentary, it's free. So you don't have to pay for it ever. If it's included, yes, you did pay for it already, or
Hmm,
it's part
that's
of
true.
the price of the room. So complimentary, free. Included, prepaid, already paid for. So you don't have to worry about paying extra for it. So I like that. I think I'll add that to our notes for our students. Okay, so the dining area. So where's breakfast? Where's breakfast, right? What time is breakfast served? Where's breakfast? It's served in the dining area from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. It is served. It is served. That means breakfast is served. Yes, we are using the passive voice here because breakfast is more important than the people who are serving breakfast. So, breakfast is served in the dining area. In the dining area. So, we have usually in a hotel a special area. It might be in the restaurant. It might be in just a special area just for breakfast. I know a lot of hotels don't have their own restaurant, but they do have a breakfast area, a breakfast nook, dining area. So that's the place where you could go eat. It's served in the dining area from 6:30 a.m. That's the earliest you can go to 10 a.m. That is the latest you can go.
Next phrase is check out and check in. This is the topic of the whole week, so I guess we should explain it. In the dialogue, I said, what time is check out? Check out is when I have to leave the room. I'm the guest and I only have the room until a certain time. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 12. That's the usual rate for hotels. So I want to know, what time do I have to get out? What time is checkout? The opposite, when I arrive and I meet the receptionist and say, hi, I'm here for my room, I check in. I can say, what time is check-in? Like, what time is my room open for me? Like, the hotel needs to clean the room, change the bed sheets from the previous guest, so they need a bit of time before I can check in. So, what time is check-in? What time is check-out?
We'll try to accommodate you. Now, when we talk about accommodations, we're talking about the place you're staying. So a hotel, a B&B, an apartment, something like that. These are accommodations. But when I use the word accommodate as a verb, we'll try to accommodate you. So when we accommodate someone, we're trying our best to help them and make them happy and do whatever it is that they need, right? So we'll try to help you. We'll try to accommodate you. We will make sure that the services are available for you. So if you need a later checkout, just let us know and we'll try to accommodate you. That means we'll try to provide this service for you. We'll try to let you stay later and check out a little bit later. We'll try to accommodate you. Very formal.
That covers everything. In the dialogue, I said, I think that covers everything. I asked Kat 3 questions, and she gave me the information I needed, and I can't think of any more questions, so yeah, that covers everything. In other words, Kat answered all my questions. I had 3 things about checkout, breakfast, and getting around the city. So the answers she gave me cover all those requirements. I have everything I need to know. I don't have any more questions. I think that covers everything.
Please don't hesitate to ask if you need anything. So please don't hesitate. To hesitate is to stop yourself or not do something because you're scared or anxious, nervous, or worried. Please don't hesitate to ask if you need anything. This would be very common if you are welcome to ask more questions. I'm always here to help. Please don't hesitate to ask if you need anything.
Okay, there we go. Great job, everybody. Remember, this is just day 2. So I hope you're looking forward to tomorrow's class already. Remember, if you don't want to wait and you want those extra bonus materials, the PDFs, the MP3s, the worksheets, the vocabulary dictionary, you can get the full second unit right now if you click in the link in the description below.
Did you hear or learn anything new in our vocabulary class today? What was your favorite phrase? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for our next class.